Ride-sharing hailed as game changer for its potential to let us maximize the use of our existing resources, in this case, cars. But is Uber actually a force for good in sustainability? Let's break it down. Uber allows car owners to use their own vehicles to earn money by picking us up and driving us where we need to go. In many places, it has virtually replaced taxis altogether. The idea was by removing taxis from the road and in general encouraging those without cars to not buy one, due to Uber convenience that less cars are manufactured, which cuts down on emissions. Now, little evidence exists that new car production has been impacted by Uber so far. Check this. What evidence does exist is that our choices as consumers has changed. We prefer convenience, and many people now choose to take an Uber instead of catching a train, bus, riding a bike, or walking. This is a problem. Because of this, we emit 70% more carbon emissions for these short journeys when we choose Uber over the alternatives, unless it is an electric hybrid vehicle. The other evidence that exists is that Uber increases congestion in cities because it actually increases the numbers of cars on the road. Let's look at an example, New York City. The Big Apple has replaced a cap on the number of taxis in the city at 30,587 for the last 80 years. When Uber entered the market in 2014, quickly 80,000 rideshare vehicles entered the market. So now we have almost 10 times as many cars for hire on the road. Great for convenience because you will barely have to wait 2 minutes to find a ride anywhere in the city. Not so great for the environment. Why? When there was only 13,000 taxis on the road, those taxis were always busy. The utilization rate was close to 100%. This means we are maximizing our research usage, encouraging people to walk or get the subway instead, and those taxi drivers made a fair wage. Was the system perfect? Of course not. If it was, Uber wouldn't exist. Now, the utilization rate is around 58%. That means that for almost half the time an Uber is on the road, is either waiting for a booking or driving to pick someone up. So basically, at any moment, almost half the rideshare cars are driving around with no passengers. This adds to congestion, makes the rest of the traffic less efficient, and means that those drivers are earning nothing for almost half the time they're working. In fact, 80% of drivers are earning less than the fair wage in New York City. So, what can we do? First, as an individual, make a considered choice. If you can walk or get public transport, do it. Second, this is what we call a market failure that government action can correct. By forcing Uber to be more efficient and having utilization rate of 70%, this would increase the wage for individual drivers, reduce the numbers of cars on the road, which reduces congestion and pollution, encourage services like Uber Pool to maximize resource use, only increase waiting times by 30 seconds to 1 minute. So next time you order an Uber, consider how it really impacts your community.